Hey guys, thanks for coming back. Another episode of Budget Duck Hunting. So last week I talked a little bit about getting started duck hunting, doing it on a budget, trying to keep it under 500 bucks. Number one thing that we talked about last week was the gun, everything that I had to do to get the gun, some changes that I made to it, and trying to keep that right around the $200 mark. So a couple other things that everybody likes to talk about when you get started duck hunting. What are you going to do as far as decoys go? What are you going to do as far as calls go? And that's what we're going to talk a little bit about right now. So before anybody gets down in the comments and starts jacking these decoys, let me explain. Number one, these decoys were on sale at Field & Stream for 29 bucks. So 30 bucks for a 12 pack of these Flambeau mallards. Okay, on top of that, there was $10 off at Dick's or Field & Stream for purchasing $50 or more at that time, and I had another $10 Field & Stream rewards bucks. So 30 bucks here for these Flambeau decoys. A lot of the reviews and everything that I read online said that the decoys were a little small, that the paint wears very, very easily and fades pretty quickly. So I had a lot of people, a lot of the reviews I read, I guess I should say, were that these are single season decoys and that's about all the use you're going to get out of them. So I'm going to take some steps and take some measures to kind of try to breathe a little bit of extra life in these decoys, and maybe we'll get a couple seasons out of them. But I chose these because A, we're still looking at what do we have to do to get started duck hunting, budget duck hunters, and B, because I have several buddies out there who said that they have used these decoys in the past as well, and they've used them with some good success. And they've used them, with good success when putting motion in with these decoys, adding some jerk rigs, things like that. So that's why I really chose these. They were cheap, very affordable, and we'll see what kind of production we can get out of them. As far as rigging the decoys, I found these at Field & Stream, 48-inch Texas rigs. This is a 12 pack from Hardcore Brands. Let me just tell you why I chose these, because I know a lot of people out there are going to say, hey, if this is all about budget duck hunting, then you should have rigged them yourself. I get that. I looked into it, several different avenues. These were on sale at Dick's for $24.99 for the 48-inch Texas rigs for 12 of them. By the time that I buy the clamps, by the time that I was buying the decoy cord, by the time that I was going out and spending X amount of dollars on weights, and I was looking at like 4-ounce weights, 6-ounce weights, these actually came out to be a little more affordable, and it was actually coming out to save me anywhere from $6 to $10 by just going ahead and buying these at the sale price, on top of the fact that I had the $10 off for spending 50 bucks and the $10 reward too. So for me personally, in my situation, this was more affordable than rigging them myself, was to go ahead and buy these Texas rigs for these decoys. So all in all, right now we're looking at just a little over 50 bucks total for these, not even including what we saved by having those rewards and everything like that. So pretty affordable, pretty quick start. Let's get these mallards out and kind of have a look at them. Okay. Alright, so this is what we got to work with. It comes with 6 drakes, 6 hens. I see what everybody was kind of talking about in the reviews as far as like the paint and the realism. And if you get up nice and close, and you can kind of see that obviously the paint is not that great on either of these decoys. It's not really that great, but what can you expect for 30 bucks for a 12 pack? But then again, I do still want to kind of work on extending the life of these, and maybe getting multiple seasons out of these decoys, which would be great. So hang tight and I'll show you what I'm going to do. I got all the decoys rigged up. Again, these are all 6-ounce weights, 48-inch Texas rigs. Everything's ready to go. But as I was researching and trying to figure out, okay, what decoys do I want to buy, what are budget friendly, everything that I researched, I actually came across several reviews for several different decoys where a lot of people were saying that to give more protection to your decoys and make them last longer, getting like a clear enamel and giving them a couple coats of clear enamel would save the paint, help save the decoy. So that's what I'm going to do. I actually went to Lowe's, purchased some satin clear enamel. So I wanted a matte finish. Obviously don't want a glossy finish coming off the decoys, but we have a flat clear enamel here, and I'm going to go through and give them a couple coats. He's going to count the decoys. I'm going to have a sandwich break. I'll get back to you when they dry.
Where's that paint at?
Alright, so got the decoys sprayed. Matte finish, clear enamel is what we got them sprayed with. It did turn out just a little bit glossy, but I'm guessing that over time, you know, it's going to fade out anyway, especially with a lot of use. You get what you pay for. Obviously, these are not, you know, Avian X decoys, but I think they're going to work, and I think they're going to do a lot for me, especially for what I need them to do, especially for the price point. So again, 48-inch Texas rigs. These were on sale for $25, so 24 and some change. The decoys were on sale for 29 and some change, so call it $30. A little over $50, you know, total set for all that. I had a $10 reward at Field & Stream, and then they had $10 off purchase of $50 or more. So we got, you know, 20 bucks off there, essentially making these Texas rigs, you know, $5. So as I go on throughout the season and continue to use these decoys, if you guys want me to kind of do a review on them, let you know how they do, please let me know down in the comments. Let me know if you'd like to see something, you know, maybe as I get closer to the end of season or after season, if you'd like me to tell you a little more about how these decoys did, and we'll find out, you know. But aside from that, great budget decoys. I think they'll do exactly, you know, what I need them to do for the most part. Set them up on a jerk rig, give them some motion. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. Help me grow. I'd really appreciate it. I appreciate that as well. Thanks, guys. Hey, what are you blowing that whistle for? I'm trying to make videos over here. I'm trying to make videos and you're walking around blowing a horn.
No, that crow. That crow, stop it.
It's not a crow, that's you.
That me?
Yeah, it's you. It's not a crow.